On September 28, 2018, a full-page advertisement appeared in the New York Times that stated simply, "Believe women." These words would be repeated countless times over the years. Although well-intended, the meaning was corrupted to mean, always believe women, eviscerating the presumption of innocence and tilting the outcome of sexual assault cases against the accused. But a sexual assault allegation that recently ended with a $15 million jury verdict reveals the days of the always believe women phrase may be numbered and hopefully replaced with a fairer, gender-balanced attitude. The former Soviet Union was famous for its notorious show trials in which innocence or guilt was decided not by the evidence presented, but rather by whether the accused person came forward from a favored social group. If an investigation was conducted, it only was intended to create a facade of impartiality for the bogus trial with a predetermined outcome. This is exactly what happened in Thomas Jefferson University's adjudication of medical resident Jessica Phillips' accusation of rape against attending orthopedic surgeon John Abraham. The saga began at an alcohol-fueled party on June 23, 2018 in Philadelphia. As the party began to wind down, Phillips forced whiskey into Abraham's mouth and began to aggressively kiss him, according to him. She pulled him to the floor where they had sex. Abraham promptly reported the incident to his supervisor at the university, but inexplicably his complaint wasn't forwarded to the Title IX office and was never investigated. In the meantime, the woman informed her husband of the incident and filed a complaint with her residency director. 4 days after the sexual liaison occurred, Abraham received a notice of concern from Jefferson's Title IX coordinator alleging that he had engaged in non-consensual sexual intercourse with Phillips. The university chief medical officer also warned Abraham that if he didn't immediately take a leave of absence, he would be suspended and reported to the medical staff and National Practitioner Database. Abraham believed he had no choice but to capitulate. All this happened before the university had completed its investigation. On January 8, 2019, the university concluded its probe with no finding of responsibility against Dr. Abraham. A police investigation of the incident likewise didn't result in any charges being filed, but the damage had been done. Abraham had been forced out of his position, his reputation destroyed, and his career in tatters. The acclaimed surgeon was the latest victim of a campus kangaroo court. A year later, Abraham filed a Title IX lawsuit against the university, accusing the institution of sex bias for failing to investigate his original complaint of sexual assault. On December 3rd, the jury met to decide on the case. Appalled at the university's failure to investigate the surgeon's complaint, the jury decided in favor of Abraham, awarding him $11 million in compensation for his financial losses and $4 million in punitive damages for the university's outrageous conduct. After 5 years of legal wrangling, a jury of 5 women and 3 men unanimously decided not to believe the woman, and the millions of falsely accused Americans could give a sigh of relief. Written by SAVE, assuring fairness and due process in our schools, and produced by the Law Center, founder of the Family Court Custody Boot Camp, transforming custody litigation for self-represented litigants. Go to the description portion of this video to learn more about them.